Hello, I'm Anna. I am 25 years old and I have immigrated from Iran to European country called Germany. My story begins with an exciting and emotional journey. Every day is a new adventure for me, and I want to share my story with you. A story about hope, friendship, and love. When I first stepped foot into the Frankfurt airport, my heart was beating wildly. I was surrounded by people whose language I did not understand. I felt like I was in a movie in which I was alone. As I carried my suitcase, I remembered my family and tears welled up in my eyes. Fear of the unknown and homesickness boiled inside me at the same time. But deep down, there was a longing that drew me forward. This is where I wanted to start a new life. Now I live in a small apartment in a busy neighborhood in Berlin. My apartment is one of the third floor of an old building with a rich history. In the early days, loneliness was like a shadow beside me. I would go to language classes and have a hard time remembering words. But as soon as I felt the class, I felt lost in a big, cruel world. Due to cultural barriers, lack of friend, and lack of language proficiency, the days passed slowly. One day, in one of the classes, the teacher asked us to talk about ourselves. When it was my turn, I said with a trembling voice, I am Anna and I come from Iran. At that moment, I felt that I had taken a step forward by expressing myself. This sentence, even thought it was simple, but gave me more confidence. One day, while I was packing my groceries, I met my neighbor Jack. He was 27 years old and had come to Germany from England. Jack was a young man with brown hair and bright eyes, with a pleasant smile. When he approached me and said, Do you need help? My heart raced. My heart was beating fast. After that, Jack asked me to have a coffee. This simple invitation was the beginning of an exciting friendship. We sat in a local cafe and talked about my life in Iran and challenges of immigration. Jack told me that he wanted to live in Germany and experience a new culture. This desire and his courage impressed me and made me love him even more. From that day on, Jack and I spent more time together. He would take me to beautiful places in the city, from green parks to cozy cafes. Every time we were together, I felt like the world became more colorful. One day, we were sitting in one of the cafes and Jack suddenly said, You know, you make me feel alive. This sentence lit up like a spark in my heart. In fact, Jack taught me that life in this unknown land can be beautiful. He showed me how to enjoy the little moments. Because of him, I learned not to be afraid of loneliness anymore. He always said, Anna, you should enjoy every moment. One night it was raining, and Jack suggested that we take a walk in the rain. While we were walking, he suddenly took my hand and said, Anna, this is life. We should enjoy every moment. At that moment, my heart started beating. Jack moved closer to me, and I saw a special light in his eyes. From the first time, I felt that this relationship could be more than just friendship. That night, I said boldly, Jack, I consider you more than a friend, he replied with a warm smile. I feel the same way. These words brought us into a new world. At that moment it was raining heavily and we laughed in the rain and became closer. It was a magical moment that I will never forget. But life was not easy. My family was worried and wanted me to go back home. On the other hand, Jack also had little time for me because of his job. Sometimes I felt lonely because of this. One day, while Jack was working, I went to the park where we had first gone together. I was sitting there, looking at the trees and flowers, when I suddenly realized how much Jack meant to me. He reminded me that true love requires patience and effort. Over time, I learned how to deal with these challenges. Jack showed me that life in this country can be beautiful, even with all the hardships. I joined art classes and started painting. Every time I painted, I thought of Jack and the exciting times we had together. One night, Jack saw my painting and said, "This is your art, Anna. Show the world beauty." This sentence gave me more confidence. One day, Jack invited me to a local festival. Their live music, dancing, and colors filled the place. We danced together and felt happy and free. At that moment, I told him, "This is the best day of my life." Jack replied with a smile, "Because you're by my side." These moments were treasure troves of memories that will always remain in my heart. Looking back now, I see that immigration brought me not only challenges but also great opportunities. I am Anna, a girl who stepped into a new world alone and found love there. Here, in this unknown land, I am stronger than ever and look to my future with hope. Every day is a new journey, and I am ready to go into the unknown with Jack and each other. This is my story, a story of love, friendship, and the strength I hold in my heart. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel and write your comments for us.